So nobody should doubt the positive contribution of Quad.
We have a two-a-side cricket and baseball competition coming up any minute.
Foreign Ministry has responded to the Quad meeting overnight, in particular to Secretary Blinken's comments yesterday, saying that they will, quote, to discredit, suppress and contain China's development in the Indo-Pacific. And it's again criticised the Quad as an action that they see as an effort to contain China. Has this further inflamed tensions? And can I also ask, was there any discussion over the tensions in the line of actual control?
I haven't seen those particular comments from China myself, but what I can say is that we have absolutely reinforced in the day of our discussion yesterday, and all of the work that is being done by multiple working groups and agencies and officials in relation to the very positive agenda that the Quad has, that we are not against anything. We're about building confidence and resilience, about promoting a region in which all countries are able to be and feel sovereign and secure without the threat of coercion or intimidation. We have a really practical agenda, which is evidenced by our support of access to vaccines, indeed over 500 million vaccines delivered under the Quad leaders' commitments on vaccination. We've talked at great length, both in our bilaterals and in our Quad meeting yesterday, about the work that we are able to do together on infrastructure development, on cybersecurity, on maritime security, which again we've reinforced today in our bilateral meeting, on countering malicious and dangerous disinformation. And for Australia, the Quad is a very complementary part of the network of relationships that we have both regionally and internationally. And it is all about helping to positively shape our region as indeed it develops and grows. And Australia has welcomed the development and growth of China over the years, but we have always said that we will also act in protection of our national interests as any sovereign nation would. I don't know if you wish to add anything, Jay?
Yes, I would largely share what Minister Payne said in terms of our approach. I think a lot of, very frankly, what you told me was a reaction was something which was asked of us yesterday because the Chinese have been taking that line for some time. And I think four of us yesterday, the two of us and Blinken and Hayashi as well, made that point that we are here to do positive things. We are here to contribute to the peace, prosperity, stability of the region. So I think our record and our actions and our stance is fairly clear. And by criticizing it repeatedly, it doesn't make us less credible. Regarding your issue of whether we had a discussion on the situation in the line of actual control. Yes, we had a discussion on India-China relations because it was part of how we briefed each other about what was happening in our neighborhood. And it's a issue in which a lot of countries legitimately take interest, particularly if they are from the Indo-Pacific region, because the situation has arisen due to the disregard by China in 2020 of written agreements with us not to mass forces at the border. So when a large country disregards written commitments, I think it's an issue of legitimate concern for the entire international community. So
I would say also in terms of those initiatives under the Quad framework that I spoke about earlier, if you think about the region itself, what we have also all said, and what is reiterated in our Quad statement yesterday on cooperation in the Indo-Pacific, is the work we are also doing with ASEAN, focused on ASEAN centrality for the region, the criteria, the factors that are laid out under the ASEAN outlook on the Indo-Pacific, on the Pacific. That is one of the keys to our regional engagement, our regional partnerships. We've talked at length about the work that we are able to do together, and I look forward to continuing this very practical and constructive effort in our region.
If I could add one last word on the Quad. Anybody who doubts that Quad has a positive message and positive approach should have been with us at the MCG yesterday. I think a major advancement was made when we could teach Ministers Hayashi and Secretary Blinken the intricacies of cricket, including bowling, how to actually use the seam on the cricket ball. So nobody should doubt the positive contribution of Quad.
We have a two-a-side cricket and baseball competition coming up any minute. Thank you all very much, and thank you for the interest that has been shown in our bilateral and quadrilateral engagements this weekend. Thank you.
Thank you.